the attempted assassination of Donald Trump over the weekend at a rally in Pennsylvania, which was obviously terrifying and disorienting. And I think I learned that in an emergency, when hits the fan in this country, the internet is a great source of information. For instance, within minutes, I found out that this is staged. And then I found out that it was actually an inside job. And then I found out that it was Joe Biden who ordered it. And then I found out that this guy is the shooter. Great job, internet, you did it. Except it turns out that that guy is an Italian football commentator named Marco Violi. Who does, to be fair, look a little shootery. But I can only assume was in Italy sipping Aperol spritzes on the piazza when he got a panicked call from his nonna. Marco! Marco! Why, Marco? And I have to say, and I mean this, and I have a slight confession to make, and I am not proud of this in any way, shape, or form. But I'm following social media during all this to find out who did it, because it's this pattern I feel like we now have in the country when we hear about a horrific event. You're on pins and needles in this sort of reverse demographic lottery to make sure that the psychopathic shooter doesn't belong to one of your teams. You know, you just sit there going, please, no Democrats, no liberals, no progressives. It's like that press your luck game. No Jewy, no Jewy, no Jewy, no Jewy, no Jewy. And we're all doing it. We're all doing it because we have to know what our posture will be on the tragedy. Will it be a haughty, I told you, or perhaps a circumspect, well, let's not rush to judgment. We shouldn't generalize. And then it ends up being someone we can't even figure out in the first place. A bullied loner white guy, registered Republican, donated to a blue PAC, argued conservative causes, is a dude, but if you flip his picture upside down, kind of looks like an old lady. I don't know what's going on with this guy. It's a jump ball. We don't know yet who's got dibs, who wins, and none of us knows what's going to happen next, other than there will be another tragedy in this country, self-inflicted by us to us. And then we'll have this feeling again. I remember it on 9/11, this disorienting, holy shit, stop the world, I would like to get off feeling. And in that moment, there will be some incredible Americans who, in the midst of it, for some unknown reason, rush towards it and get us back to some sort of equilibrium. And we'll count on those folks to hold us together again. And it does remind us that by a hair's breadth, we dodged a catastrophe. But it was still a tragedy, because one of those first responders lost his life. His name was Corey Comparator. He was a retired fire chief in the area. He had given his life in service to his community, and he died literally shielding his family. He's a reminder that in those moments of crisis, there are helpers, and we can all make a choice to try and be one of those people. Or you can be one of these guys.
In the immediate aftermath of the shooting, an article from Forbes titled, "Will Surviving Gunfire Be Donald Trump's Next Appeal to Black Voters?"